you know what, I am dead serious about leveling up and improving my life and improving myself, and I still feel like I'm vibrating at a higher frequency. And I heard something today that, I mean, this is, we all know this, right? But like, that it starts with your thoughts, and that if you improve your thoughts, you'll improve your emotions, and then you'll improve your behaviors. And I feel like I've been doing that maybe like unintentionally, or maybe it's been very intentional, because I know that's how you make improvements and strides and progress as a human being. Hopefully the wind is not too loud. It's super windy. I'm trying to put it at an angle where the wind isn't too windy, but it just, obviously it's not rocket science, like, just makes so much sense that like little by little, as I improve my thoughts, I think a huge thing that helps for me is like affirmations and subliminals, or not just subliminal, because I believe subliminals are like where you don't actually hear the audio. Sometimes the audio is like just as loud as the music, or sometimes there is no audio, and it's just like a frequency that hopefully helps you to like attract wealth or love or whatever it is that you're listening for. Oh my gosh, it's blowing me away. But I'm doing a lot of affirming, like as soon as I catch myself thinking, or as soon as I think about how I'm thinking, I'm like, okay, now's my chance to affirm myself and compliment myself and acknowledge, oh my god, and acknowledge my progress. And even what I'm trying to get better at is like add delusion to it, because I really want to be more delusional. I know that's crazy. I'm gonna wait till these people. I'm sure just like everything else, it's a muscle, but I feel like some people are like more born with it than others. I don't feel like I was born with it. And there have been times where I've visualized vividly in my life, and I'd like to get back to that, because I know it works. You hear time and time and time again from every successful person that they were delusional. And obviously it's not just delusion, like you also have to destined to be successful. My debt is paid off. I make 5 or 6. Oh my god, holy moly. 5 or 6 digits a month. What's that say? 5 or 6. 5 or 6 digits a month. Wording for that. You really just have to say it over and over and over again. And I've been trying to think of that, like, I want to start doing it with the cars that I want to drive eventually, or like the house that I want to have, because I really do want like a big nice house that's spacious and like full of love and animals, and there's a peaceful energy. All my debt is paid off, and I can imagine that. And I think what I need to do is just spend more and more time visualizing all of those things, like every single last detail of what I want my life to be like, from car to house to food to what restaurants are you going to, where do you live, like who's in your life, what do you spend your days doing. And it should be relatively easy, right? I should just think about what are all the things I want. What do I want to spend my days doing? You know what? I know this sounds goofy, but like, I want to spend my days doing, I'll list it off right now: hiking, nature, walking, vacationing, trips, adventuring, massages, acupuncture, healing, modalities, wellness modalities, this is kind of vain, but like upkeeping my womanly appointments, all of those things, instead of kind of like, I don't know, I guess in like real life, not in delusional life, I'm like, in my head more, I'm like, what a drag that I have to like get my nails done again in a couple of weeks, or whatever it is that I'm saying in my head. And it's like, we don't need that energy. I should be saying like, I always have more than enough money to get my nails done. Every time I go and get my nails done, it's a sleigh. I love the color. I had a good time at my appointment. It was pain-free. There's a beautiful grasshopper / cricket, grasshopper, I think. So yeah, and like, what does driving around or walking around or going to bed at night feel like as this version of me, as this higher self version of me? And I actually have like come up with the name Amanda Ray Flowers as kind of an alter ego, or like a higher self. And I really think that it's been interesting to have that and kind of like separate me, this person, this version of myself that I've known for 34 years, from this version of myself I aspire to be, and I kind of plan to turn into entirely. And she is bold and brave and beautiful and healthy and takes the risks and has a full life and wears fur coats and cute glasses, and like, she's just a sleigh. And I love her, and I love me too, and I love little Amanda. And it honestly just, it finally feels like the time is, I could burst into tears. It finally feels like the time is right to like pursue my dreams. And I haven't been able to say that yet. Like, this whole time it's felt like I'm too damaged to try for my dreams or believe in myself to even want to try to go after my dreams, which is really sad to admit, but I'm serious. Like, I've felt so held back, and it's because I've been holding myself back, and I'm giving myself grace. It's okay. I've been doing the best that I can, and a lot of that I was in survival mode or a lot of emotional pain. And you can't expect somebody in a lot of emotional pain to be like, I'm gonna chase my dreams and I'm gonna become financially free and blah blah blah. Some people can, but that wasn't my path, and that's okay. Now I'm finally ready to, like, I think I said this, but like, put all of my work to test and all of the like healing and stuff like that. And another thing about future me or Amanda Ray Flowers or my higher self is she doesn't have such a troubled relationship with men. She doesn't hate men. Not that I outright hate men, but I don't trust men. I've been so wronged by so many men that should have been there for me. And that's gonna affect your relationship with men as a whole, So my higher self realized that there's nuance. Like, you're allowed to like not want to interact with a lot of the men in the world, or you're allowed to believe and know in your heart that a lot of men in the world are really troubled and go around the world inflicting and causing pain on other people, like their children and just the people that they date and stuff like that. And I can like give them grace and choose to not surround myself with those types of men, and believe in my heart that good men do exist, and that I can feel safe with a man, and I can feel supported, provided for, protected by a man, and I'm deserving and worthy of that. And I in turn want to and I feel able and capable of like doing the same. I feel like I can finally admit and acknowledge how much I bring to the table and like how much love I have to give. And you know, just even something small, like I'm a very sentimental person, so like I make holidays a really big deal, and not even necessarily in the commercialism type of way, just like, you know, I really have like such a zest for life, and I really want to and deserve to like share that with somebody, you know. And I don't really plan on having kids, so yeah, like to have that with somebody sounds amazing. Anyways, that's off track. Like the other thing that I wanted to say was that like my higher self, or Amanda Ray Flowers, like has decentered men, and that feels good and right to me. Anyways, I think that's enough, but I appreciate you guys hearing me out. And I feel like I see, I don't know, this is random, but I'm in like Calabasas, and I feel like I see Kendall Jenner and a basketball player and a Doberman dog, but maybe it's someone else. Just looks like her because the person's tall and skinny, and I feel like Kendall Jenner has a Doberman, but maybe not. Anyways, that's my rant. I appreciate you guys hearing me out, and it just like I said, it feels so good vibrating at a higher frequency. Like, thank God, and I'm so grateful to finally be here, and I'm finally ready to like make something of all of it and like act on my dreams and aspirations and believe in myself, and feel so good. I don't love this, but I asked, because I'm gonna get CO2 laser on my face, I asked if that was an option, like to do it right there too, and the doctor said no, and that he doesn't recommend it there, and that this area of your chest doesn't heal in the same way that the face does, and so that actually wouldn't work or be in my best interest. So I was like, okay, then I won't do it. But I don't know, I was hoping that it would work, but since it won't, then I won't do it there. But if anyone knows, or maybe I know that there's like these stickers or like masks and stuff, I think I should start wearing those like in my sleep, because I clearly am like pushing my boobs together and it's causing the wrinkling or the craping. Anyways, it was not Kendall Jenner. I did look. Where did they go? Right there. It's like a guy and a girl and a dog. Anyways, thanks for hearing me out. Love you guys. Bye.